Yes.
Core. So I'm transferring it back to each quart can. That's whatever they call them. But as I fall back, watch it turn. Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Penny LS1 checking in with another video. I know y'all probably like, dang, the boy Penny forgot about his YouTube. I've been tearing I've been tearing IG and TikTok up. Haven't posted on YouTube in a while. Had a lot of going on. And I've been trying to decide on if I was going to change this color or not. I know I mentioned it sometime last year when I saw that a lot of people was doing the white pearls on the G bodies, specifically the Monte Carlo and a couple of Malibus. So I picked out this color a long time ago, so that's one reason I went ahead and started spraying. So I've got, as you can see that right there? That's white. All the jams are painted on this car. And I still get people asking me what color I'm going to paint the car. So that tells you right there, some of y'all not paying attention, because I have a bunch of videos explaining what this paint is, and I actually have some videos when I actually mixed it up. So this is a white pearl by House of Color. It's actually called Snow White by House of Color. I tweaked it a little bit. I put some silver, super silver, sterling silver pearl, and I put some metallic in the actual pearl itself. So, but that's what it is now, but I've decided to change it. So let me show you up close what it looks like on the car. I still have some white pearl in the can. Matter of fact, it's right here. This is what I've been using. I know it's expensive, but it's easy to spray and it looks good. So I have the new color on the bench. I'm getting ready to actually mix it up. I'll explain that here in a second. But I'm gonna show you on the car, and then I'm gonna show you the old color in the can, and then we'll see, you guys can compare it to what I'm getting ready to mix up here in a second. All right, so I don't know how good you can see, but if you take a look at that fender, you can see the white pearl in that. I don't know how close I can get to where you can actually see the pearl, but the fender, there, that's a little bit better right there. So you can see it right there. So the fender, the inner fenders, the jams on the fender, as well as underside of the hood. I did the trunk underside, the trunk jams, and even the door jams. I'll show you the door jams. So I've already pretty much painted most of the car. Just need to finish the exterior. So you can see the pearl in that. So this is that Snow White pearl with some sterling silver and some metallic mixed in the pearl. Got the doors and everything, look. So I did all that work last summer, and then I started contemplating on if I wanted to finish it or not. To finish it that color. So that's what it looks like now. I mean, it's a dope color. You can see the pearl effect in it. So, but let me show you on the bench real quick. All right, so this is the white pearl that I was talking about. So I just want y'all to see it in the can. I don't know how good y'all can see it on the, I see the reflection. So it looks good. I had to buy some more of this, so this is how much I had left because I had to do a couple of resprays. So I would have had to buy more anyway to finish the car. So since I was contemplating on changing the color, I was going to spend money anyway to get it finished. So when it came down to buying paint, I chose to go with a whole different color. So that's what that looks like. And what this is, it's, man, let me clean it up. It's a House of Color clear base coat, basically. So I'm gonna show y'all in a second what I'm talking about and why I actually have to mix it. So they sell this, they used to sell it in a, what they call a factory pack, meaning it was already mixed with the Snow White, but now you have to mix it yourself. At least I haven't been able to find it in stock. So this S200, this is the Shimmering 2 line of House of Color. This is a FX carrier base. You pretty much can mix anything in this, meaning pearls, candy, flake, metallic, whatever you want to call it. And you can mix it in this, and it makes it a base coat. So whatever color you put in here makes it, this becomes that base coat. Like I say, if you mix candy concentrate in here, this becomes a candy base coat. Makes it easier to spray. I know some people saying it ain't real candy. Call it what you want, but if you've ever painted a candy job, and if you've ever had to try to respray one, ain't no blending, buddy. Not on a traditional candy with the candy carrier. So with this FX carrier base, it basically makes anything you put in here a base coat. So this one right here, this is actually considered a pearl base coat. You still spray it over a solid foundation, where in this case my foundation was first a white primer sealer and then a silver and white mix base coat, and then this is on top of it. You could go straight with this from the sealer, and that's what I'm gonna do with the next one. So what I've got here, as you can see, I've got 4 cans, so that's a gallon, and I got a quart here that's already mixed. So bring this into the picture to give y'all some clarity. This is the color right here. How's that look on camera? Anybody guess what color that is? You probably already saw it because I wrote it on the top of this can. But this is a Ultra Shift Pearl. You see it? This particular one is red to black. Now this is a full disclaimer. I'm using House of Color carrier base, but this is not a House of Color Pearl. All right? They do have the black to red, but if you've ever priced it, you know how expensive it is, and the amount that you need to actually cover is different than what I'm getting ready to show you and what I'm using. But you can see it go from black to red. It's got a little maroon. You see a little gold shifting in there right there, and some purplish, I guess you can say, at different angles. So like right there, it looks like black. I call it black cherry, but it's a red to black Ultra Shift. But from this company that I got it from, they call it Red Rum. So anybody that want to steal the color, there you go right there. It's Red Rum. This is the company right here. This is not a sponsored video. However, I do want to give a shout out. Let me get my phone so I can get the proper name, because I did see this on somebody's YouTube channel. So let me pull this up and give the proper shout out. All right. So like I said, it's not a sponsored video, but this is the pearl that I'm using. It's by Eye Candy Pigments. That's the name of the company. This color is Red Rum. I don't know if y'all can see it, Red Rum. Like I say, this is not a sponsored video, but let me give a shout out to 2 YouTube channels that I seen use this pigment. And when I saw that color shift, they sprayed it on the fender. And when I saw that color shift, I knew, because on the website, it looks, let me see if I can get that. It looks just like this on the website. So they have a speed shape, but the way the angle is in the light, it's the only color you see. So you can't see it flipping like this. But when I watch these 2 YouTube channels, first one is Whitley Auto Works. Whitley Auto Works. Shout out to Whitley Auto Works. He does a bunch of great spray outs. This was one of the colors that he used. He sprayed it over black, got this effect. The other one is GT's Performance. GT's Performance. Shout out to GT's Performance. Check both of those pages out if you're interested in this. They go very in detail on it they go very much in detail on how to apply it and how to mix it. So what I'm getting ready to do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and pop the cans on this, show you what this looks like before I put the pigment in it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. So on their website, on Eye Candy's website, it's 25 grams to 1 gallon. So I have 25 grams here. There's 5 grams each pack, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? I've got a gallon right here. Now this one right here is already mixed. I bought this just to do a test spray out, which is this shape right here. But in this 1 quart, I already have 2 of these in there, 2 of these packs. So you see I wrote on the top 10 grams. So it's already 10 grams in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour this into a gallon bucket, and I'm gonna mix 3 of these in there, and we'll keep this one for spare for later, but I'm gonna mix it up later. And then since I've already got 2 5 gram packs in there, I'm gonna mix 3. So I've got 10, and I'm gonna add 15 grams to this gallon to get my 25 grams. So that's gonna leave me with 10 grams, but then I need 7, I believe it's 7 1/4 to go in this extra quart to make that a gallon, 5 quarts basically. And it'll be a gallon and 3/4 gallon sprayable, because it reduces 2 to 1. If the math is math, and if y'all keeping up with that. So let me get these shook up. I'm gonna pop the tops. I have this little mixing thing that I went and got from the paint store. So I'm gonna mix them up with this on a drill. And I'll show it as I'm doing it. This is gonna be all full speed, no time lapse. Y'all said I ain't posted enough, so I'm getting ready to paint this car. So let's get started. So let me pop these tops real quick. Let me get set up, I'll cut y'all back on. All right, so I'm gonna use this small one first. So I'm gonna stir them up in these cans before I pour it in the gallon bucket. So let me just go ahead and pop this top real quick, and I'll show you that this is, it's not like your traditional inner coat clear, because it's actually a base coat with a carrier in it, so it looks kind of milky. Well, it is. You see it looks white, right? But it's transparent. Or see that? See, so I don't know what chemical it is. They call it a carrier. It helps distribute the pearls and or metallics if you choose to put that in here. Like I say, I've watched hundreds of hours of video from House of Color, the founder John Kosmowski. I've watched hundreds of hours of videos. So that's what made me go with this. There's other brands out there, but like I say, I know this one's not the cheapest, but for me it was easy to spray and I like the results. And this, with this FX carrier base, you can do so much with it. You can add pearls, pigments, you know what I'm saying? You can actually, like I say, put some candy concentrate in here. So let me get these mixed up and put y'all on time lapse for this, and then we'll cut you back on when I drop the pearls in it. So I poured the 3 quarts in here of just the clear base FX carrier. So now I'm about to go ahead and pour the 4th quart in. But like I said, this quart right here already has the pearl mixed in it. There's 10 grams in there. So I'm gonna pour that in there, and then I'm gonna add 15 more grams to this to get my 25 grams per gallon, which is what this pearl, this is what they recommend to mix it. 25 grams of this per gallon of paint. Clear coat, base coat, you can mix it in anything you want, really. So let me go ahead and pour this in there, and you'll see, well, I'm gonna show it to you in this can first so you can see how it already looks mixed, because when it gets in here it's gonna dilute it, so it's not gonna be as dark until I add the other pearl, the other 15 grams in there. So let me see how good y'all can see. Damn fly, come on, man. Let me see, I'm gonna tilt the camera a little bit. You should see that black, but I'm gonna, damn, is that the focus? I'm gonna stir it up so you can see. Hold on. All right, so you can see the black in there, but watch as I stir. Oh, this might be too dark. Hold on, let me brighten the camera. Oh no, you can see it. So right now you see how it looks kind of like purple or brandy wine. And you can see the reds in there. You can't see the gold in the can. That was only at a certain angle of light after it sprayed, as when I saw the gold. But let me pour this in there, and then I'll mix it up. But you'll see it's not gonna fully change or transform this carrier base yet, because it's not gonna be enough. But it will change the color, just not a lot. So let me zoom you back out. All right, so this is gonna make my full gallon. This is a 5 quart bucket. So I got enough to put that 5th one in if I want to. And then once I get done mixing them, I'm gonna pour them all back into the individual quarts until I'm ready to spray. Now you can see some green in there, actually. All right, so let's cap this back off. We'll stir it by hand first before we put the attachment on the drill. So let's stir it up and get it to change real quick. Oh yeah, there is some green in there, but that's part of the mixture to get it to purple, I guess. Come on, man, flies everywhere. Actually, it did turn it. You can see a lot of green. I don't know if y'all see that on camera or not, but you can see, yeah, you can see it. See the greens? So, all right, so we got 4 quarts. I don't know how this thing is all the way up. I did 4, yeah, I did 4 quarts. I don't know if I got enough room for the 5th one. It's at 128, okay, I guess it is, yeah. So you can see right there, 128 ounce, 4 quarts. So it's just enough for another quart. Yep, but that'll be tipping the scale. So we'll see if I can get that without spilling it because it looked like it might come all the way up to the brim. I don't know if I want to do that. So I might just mix that later. So we got 4 quarts of carrier base and we have 10 grams of pearl. So let's go ahead and put our 15 grams of additional pearl to make that a 25 gram to 1 gallon pearl mixture. So we'll get these out the pack. And like I said, this is straight powder. 5 grams per pack. He was sold out of the 25 gram bottle, or let me show you. If you can get it in 25 grams, it'll come like this. This is a Glimmer Ghost that I might use, Glimmer Ghost Gold, but this is 25 grams. But this color was out. All right, the camera had overheated, but I went ahead and put 2 packs in here, so I added 10 grams, and I just got the last one. I had to let the camera cool down, but you can see it already gave it a little bit more richness by adding the other 2 5-gram packs. So we're down to the last one. That'll make it 25 grams to this gallon. So we'll go ahead and do that before this camera overheats. So like I said, this is just powder. See that? And it's like I'm telling you, it looks like black cherry, like real talk, like a deep purple, maroon, black, red, whatever. You can see it. So I'm gonna manually stir this, and I'll turn the I'll put the drill attachment on here, but you can see how rich it gets. So this is gonna be a nice, and you can see, so from the angle right now on the camera, I'm looking through on the screen, you can see the bright red in there. But then when you get over top of it, it looks purple. Let me bring you in and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Watch this. It looks purple from the top angle with the way the light is hitting it. Watch this. You see that? So you see the black in there as well. But see, when you stir it, the light tones come out. See it shift? You can kind of see some gold from this angle too. Gold and red. And then as you go this way, you see the purple and the black. Oh yeah, this gonna be fire. All right, let me put the drill attachment on there and get it mixed up real good. Put y'all back on this tripod. We'll get this mixed up, and then I'm gonna do another spray out. Like I said, I already got this one, but I'm gonna spray it for y'all. I got another speed shape that I need to sand down. I'm gonna paint it black first, and then I'm gonna put this on top of it so y'all can see the process. So let me get the drill attachment up hooked up. And you can see how opaque, how transparent it is on the stick. It's not even, see, it's all pearl. There's no actual color pigment. If you know anything about pigments, the color pigments are the ones that are opaque, right? The pearls and the metallics are pretty much transparent. So this is straight pearl base coat. And like I say, go check out those 2 pages I mentioned in the beginning of this video. But this one is recommended to be sprayed over black to get the best depth effect. You can spray it over white or any other color. You'll get some effect. But to get that full flip, black is recommended. So let's give it a good mix real quick. That looks good, don't it? That's a good little mix there. Man, it's gonna be fire. Try not to splatter it all on the wall. All right, get the stick back in there. Now, that's the easy part. Hard part is gonna be pouring it back in these quart cans. Cause I don't have a lid for this. But yeah, see how you can't, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't stick to the stick, but you can see that. You saw that when I pulled it up? You see it? You see that? See purple? From this angle it was red, from this angle it's purple. Whew, this gonna be fire. I'm almost this close to maybe putting some metallics in here, like some fine metallic, but I think I'm just gonna go with it like this because it does show in the sun. It'll look almost like metallic. So 4 quarts. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can squeeze that 5th one in here, and then I'll need to put what is it? 7.25 grams. So this is 5 grams. So I'll put another one of these in there, and then let's just make it half of this. So in this last quart that's gonna go in here. So we'll go ahead and do that since I got it up. So I got one more unopened can of the base of the FX carrier base. I'm thinking I can get it in there without spilling it. Guess we finna find out, because I don't have anything else to mix it in. Or I could just mix it in here, but it won't be, you know what I'm saying, universal. I want it to be the same. So when I spray it, because if I grab the wrong can when I'm spraying the exterior, it'll matter. If I'm doing the jams, it won't matter so much. But well, let's get this one poured in here. So let me get this poured in. I'll cut y'all back on in a minute. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. So I put this 5th quart in here. As you can see, it's all the way almost dang to the brim. I mixed it in this can first. I put 7 1/4 roughly pearl in this quart, and then I dumped it in here. And I already got a mess on the table, as you can see. So now the challenge is gonna be to pour this in here without spilling even more, losing material. So let's go time lapse and see if I can get that done. I ain't worried about it. Man, y'all see that bullshit? Look at all that wasted material. Damn, that's about all I needed to do, spray this speed shape. But that was the first one. I knew it when I filled it up on that 5th quart. I knew it. I wasn't gonna be able to pour it without maybe losing some, but now it's easier to pour. So I'm transferring it back to each quart can because there's still some material in the can, so I can get the bottom of them scraped pretty good and mixed in, and then they'll sit for, you know, a couple days before I use them, so they'll hopefully get all that material. But in this video though, I'm gonna go ahead and spray that speed shape once I get done with this, so we'll cut to that scene. So that's what, three already poured, and I'll show y'all when I get done. I'm gonna clean up and show you. So I got 3. I'm just gonna shake them up with the lid on. Got 2 more. All right, get the next one. Oh man, that may pop in my shirt. So I don't know if you can see. You can still see that in the bottom of it. So it still got some of the clear or the transnebuli in there. So hopefully it don't mess with the color. It shouldn't, but it don't matter. It's going over black, and I'm layering it, or you know, putting multiple coats, so should be okay. Should be. All right, that's 4. We got 1 more. So that's 4 quarts done. Last one. If I did it right, it should fit. Yep, right to the, this one gonna go to the brim. Damn, I have to pour it in one of those other ones I didn't fill up all the way. That's all right. Trying to keep the paint off the edge so I can put the lid on tight, but I can still feel some of the transnebuli in the bottom of these cans. Now, even though I'm mixing products as far as different brands, I'm still going to use the House of Color reducer because I don't want to mess up the base by not using the reducer that goes with this base. And I had, damn, I put it back in the, I thought I had it down here. I put it back in my tote over there. So let me get cleaned up and we'll go ahead and get ready to start spraying. All right, y'all, so we ready to spray. So this is what I'm gonna do. So as you can see, I got 3 different colors here. I'm gonna spray that color shift pearl over these 3 different colors. We already know what it's gonna look like on black, but I want y'all to see it in real time. So I got black, I got this dark red one, and then this is the snow white pearl. I just scuffed it with the maroon scuff pad. So I'm gonna spray that color shift pearl over all 3 of these shapes. You'll see the difference in the color effect when it goes from the black base to the red base to the white. So let me set y'all up on tripod. I'm using a LVLP spray gun. I'm using 1.5 tip, and I'm probably gonna be at about 30 psi. So let me get my mask on and we get to spraying. Oh, snap. This shit flying all over. Come on, man. Don't fuck me up like this. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm getting ready to shoot the second coat. So far, what I've noticed, obviously, y'all saw the speed shades moving around from the pressure from the spray gun. But the first thing I noticed when I painted that other piece, the one that I already showed y'all, I used 10 grams into 1 quart, so it was a more concentrated pearl. This one is a little bit more translucent, so it's gonna take more to cover that black for sure. Then I can see it actually looks, I got a better red effect on it now because it is more translucent, but that's the first coat. I do have some scratches right here from the red one hitting the black one, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So let's go ahead and get the second coat sprayed on. Alright, well this was semi-successful, but I'm hitting it with just some regular rattle can clear. The red, you can't really see anything on that, but as you can see on the black one, it looks similar to the other one that's in the garage, but it's actually a little bit more vibrant. I think because I got the dilution down when I added all the 25 grams of pearls. So I'm about to hit it with 1 more coat of clear, and then I'll set it over here in the sun so you can see it. But you can see the metallics like right there where the sun is beaming right there. You see that? It almost looks like a cherry or eggplant. But let me shoot this last coat of clear, and then I'm gonna move it over here in the sun. You can kind of see the gold from this angle. And like I said, it's just rattle can clear, but you see it shift. See that? See the metallic or the pearl sparklets or whatever they call them. But as I fall back, watch it turn. It looks kind of gold. All right, I'm about to give me something to eat. I'll be back.